Hello YouTubers and ship geeks alike, this is your old friend Commodore Urban. Nah, sorry. I've been battling the fucking cold for days and I'm feeling a little bit better, but I still kind of like shit. And I want to do a book review with you, so Commodore's book review. Anyway, the book I want to review with you today is Remember the Lusitania by Diana Preston. This book basically lets you see the sinking of the Lusitania through the eyes of three children. 11-year-old Frank Hook, which was a third-class passenger, Ava's Dolphin, which she was a second-class passenger, and finally, 5-month-old Audrey Pearl, which she was a first-class passenger traveling with her parents. And when I first started reading this, I thought, this ain't gonna be that great at all. I mean, but then again, no, like I said, it is about the Lusitania, so it had to be pretty decent, So, anyway, started reading it and stuff, and imagine it wasn't a bad book. Actually, a pretty good book, honestly. Basically gives you kind of an outline of the ship's history and stuff, and then basically when the ship sets sail out of New York, and kind of intertwines all these different things that happen and stuff between the different people and stuff and all that. Like, I could read you a little bit of the book here if I can find where it was at. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where's it? Oh, right here. This basically tells you about when the ship was hit. The lookout on the Lusitania's starboard side, 18-year-old seaman Leslie Morton, was horrified to see a turmoil in what looked like a bubble on a large scale in the water. Grabbing a megaphone, he yelled, "Torpedoes coming on the starboard side, sir." His next thought was that he must warn his brother John, who was also a seaman on board and who was resting down below. So he hurried to find him. The other lookouts were now shouting to the bridge. Captain Turner heard the frantic cries and came running onto the bridge, but it was too late to take evasive action. He heard a sound like the banging of a door on a windy day, followed by a kind of rumble, as he later recalled. The Lusitania had been hit. So, and there's a little bit more here. It says, Turner ordered his helmsman to steer hard for the shore. The man swung the wheel, but the ship would not respond. The steering mechanism had been locked. The despairing captain tried to slow the ship by putting the engine in the reverse, but they would not respond either. Will Turner had to face the fact that the Lusitania was out of control, swinging helplessly out in the sea. He ordered his officers to launch lifeboats. So that basically the beginning to the end of the ship's death. And there's, like right here, this is really sad right here. The survivors looked numbly all around them. Nothing was left but an ever-widening circle of debris and floating bodies, some alive and some dead. Many people had drowned because they had put their life jackets on upside down. Their heads were underwater and their legs were sticking pathetically into the air like ducks bobbing for food. Others had tied their jackets on tightly enough so that they had come off and were now bobbing beside them in the water. Survivors clung to anything that was floating: packing cases, dog kennels, even the remains of a grand piano. It's just, it was such a sad thing. And Diana Preston, which she was the author of the thicker book she wrote, Lusitania, an Epic Tragedy. I mean, she has this power to take you from the present and take you back into the past, like you're there. It's just heart-wrenching, like this right here. Like this part right here. Wesley Frost knew that many Americans had been on board the ship. He immediately went to the bank to withdraw money to help the survivors. Then, with a heavy heart, he sent a cable to the U.S. government in Washington. Lusitania sunk 2:30 today. Rescue work energetically proceeding. Shall I cable list the survivors? Cries of "the Lucy's gone" were soon echoing around the town. Hotel owners and their guests busied themselves getting rooms ready for the shipwrecked passengers. After offices down in the harbor, sharp Cunard officials cabled the unbelievable news to their head office in Liverpool. Everyone knew that the worst thing now would be the waiting. None of the rescue vessels had radios. There could be no news until they returned, and that would not be for several more hours. Nevertheless, people were already clustered expectantly by the wooden Cunard wharf. And basically, it's just... And the thing is, the story of the three different points of view of the children and stuff, they survived. They all survived, and they all lived in their their elderly ages and stuff. So that's really good. It's really good to hear about people surviving and stuff. And here's a diagram. And this, when I saw this really shocked the shit out of me. That is a diagram of all the people that died on the Lusitania. All these little black things are all people. And they're just... And here's something right here that I thought was kind of neat. In April 1917, the United States declared war on Germany. American soldiers marching in the bow shout Lusitania. Recruitment posters were put up all over the country with the headline, "Remember the Lusitania," and showing passengers struggling in the cold water beneath the single word, "enlist." Very many young Americans did so. One historian thought that although the Lusitania failed to bring her nearly 200 American passengers to Britain, her sinking brought 2 million American soldiers to Europe to defeat Germany. That wasn't until several years later after the Lusitania sank before we went into the war. But anyway, what would I say about this book overall? I give this book an overall of 9.5. And the reason why I rate it 9.5 because it's more leveled for children, adolescent reading. But if you're like me and read anything about famous shit, it's definitely a good book. So if you can look for it, it is called "Remember the Lusitania" by Diana Preston, and just go ahead and read it for yourself and tell me what you think. If you got any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Until next time, it's your old friend Common Urban saying, have smooth seas and clear skies, and happy sailing with you.